Moot Beit Din, to describe it as special would be an understatement.
I've always loved my Jewish studies through middle school and high school, and I felt that this was the perfect way to further that education outside the classroom.
RAVSAK's mission is to strengthen the Jewish life, learning, and leadership of our community day schools. And in that respect, the Moot Beit Din program allows our schools an additional opportunity to strengthen their Jewish curricular offerings.
Moot Beit Din helps schools raise their level of Jewish studies. Students have to take Jewish texts and extrapolate from them how they would apply to contemporary situations.
What's special about Judaism is that it's a religion that's ever evolving. We can use our sources and our texts to analyze problems that we come across today.
The rabbis who were discussing these issues never could have imagined that cloning would one day be an issue. So to apply such ancient texts to such a new topic that's so widely debated today was fascinating.
We wrote an 11-page essay. We had something like 47 sources. It was really cool to see Jewish texts are so voluminous and there's so much for us to learn, and it's just sort of a motivating thing. It's like, you know, you think there's 5 books, 6 books, there's thousands of books.
Once you start doing the research, you end up supporting the complete opposite position than you would have first thought to take. So really delving into the text and applying them to modern issues is very interesting.
The Moot Beit Din competition is the culmination of a year that these students spend studying these texts and grappling with the questions we give them.
Could you expand a little bit?
According to Beit Hillel and Beit Shammai and Yevamot 61b,
the genetic material is inserted into the egg cell.
This is considered a stretched interpretation of the text that cannot be supported.
And cloning would make this absent from man.
From the experience we just had, we really knew the material. We weren't regurgitating, we were explaining, and watching ourselves go through that process and helping each other was a great feeling.
I think it was very enjoyable to be able to punch through different sources with everyone and argue about things and yell about whether they thought it was right or wrong and joke.
Being advisor for RAVSAK's Moot Beit Din program is a really rewarding way of interacting with students. It brings out a new dimension to Jewish study, and it also adds a different type of student into the mix of Jewish study.
I think that the lesson that's going to stick with me is that Judaism and halakha is very relevant. You can apply it to modern issues, and it can really shape and help guide us in very difficult questions.
I didn't know how much inner spirituality with my Judaism I had. I feel like I came out of my shell kind of and became a lot more spiritual with my Judaism and involved with my Judaism and really learned a lot about myself that way.
When I go home, I'm probably going to tell everyone that how incredible the Moot Beit Din is and how much more active we can be in our Jewish communities. How, though we are also diverse in our beliefs and observances, we all can come together to study, and though we have different backgrounds and beliefs, we can all seem to listen to each other and tie them together. And I always leave the Moot Beit Din learning so much more than I was expecting, and being able to teach people so much more than I was hoping so.